Let's see. Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about what motivates you, as the topic says. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to have you. We're going to talk about what motivates you today, and we're going to keep it. Hi, how are you? Welcome, Sandy. Welcome. Thank you for coming. So, as the topic says, what motivates you? Or how do you stay motivated during this time? Now, there are a few things that we can do to stay motivated. And good evening, my dear. I hope you're having a good one today. I am just trying to to get some time here. Hi, Rave. How are you? What is OLE? What is that, Rave? How are you? Welcome, welcome. Good to have you. How do you stay motivated? That's what we're talking about today. Right? So I have been thinking of some of the ways, especially during this time. I continue to lose my cookies, and I continue to lose a lot of stuff on this platform. And as a result of that, it can be demotivating. And so we therefore need to stay motivated and not give up. I've written down a few pointers here. I don't know if you can see them, that I'm going to touch on this evening while we do our LS. And the first one is to schedule some time to take a break. We often go through the notion, or we often go through the whatever is happening without stopping and taking a step back to see, okay, what is it that is happening? What is it that we need to do in order to not to give up, but to continue. Guys, if you're coming, give me a thumbs up. Welcome. I do appreciate all of you. Remember to give me a thumbs up. Hey Ray, what is OLE? I'm still wondering, what is that? Is it hello? Right? So schedule some time to take a break. Many times when you find yourself being discouraged, take some time to take a break. Is the lighting good on this Minister of Music? How are you? Welcome, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I do listen to some of your I was in your LS last night. Was it last night? Or Thursday night? I was in your LS one of these nights. Guys, welcome. I'm seeing 5 amazing people in the house. Remember to give me a thumbs up. Welcome, Emma Inspiration. How are you? Good to have you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, we're talking about how to stay motivated during this time. I know it is a very hard, difficult, and trying time, but we need to stay motivated. Nani Show TV, hello, welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming. And the first thing that I've looked at is schedule some time to take a break. Schedule some time and take a break. For example, YT. I've been affected over the past 3 weeks now, and every time I go on and I try to move forward, I notice that I'm not going anywhere. Ain't going anywhere. But am I just gonna give up? Am I going to just drop dead and roll over and say, you know what, I can't be bothered. I'm just gonna let go of it? No, we can't do that, because nothing in life comes easy. We have to work hard for what we want and where we want to go. So we cannot just give up like that. So if it is okay to take a break when you can. I want you to spend some time analyzing the situation, spend some time um, see where and what you have accomplished, and where and what you have done incorrectly, and how you can make changes in order to make better move going forward. Also, schedule some time for yourself. Alone time is very important, it's crucial. So we need to spend time to be by ourselves, whether we're going to be meditating, whether we're going to sit back, read a book, just that me time, just to refresh the brain and to continue moving forward. You have to spend some alone time, and that's one of the best time when you get mental clarity. You realize that your chain of thoughts are clear. You can think better because you have less distractions around you, stuff like that. So spend some time, some alone time. Make important connection. Make important connections. There are times when you feel discouraged, and you think that, oh, you know what, enough is enough. But find that time to reach out to that particular person or persons who will help you to get over this hurdle that you're going over, right? So ensure that you make important connections. I'm not going to tell you to go and call somebody that is going to gossip about Miss Mary, Mass John, stuff like that. No, find persons who can empower you, who can build you up, and make very important connection. And sometimes we're so lost in our thoughts, we're so lost on our journey. And if we just reach out to somebody and say, hey, this is what I'm going through, that person might be able to help you a little better, help you to see what is it that you could have done otherwise, or what is it that you can do at the moment in order to feel a bit better and in order to continue on your journey, right? Revisit your goals. Many times we get discouraged, we get stuck in our steps or on our tracks. We have to stop and revisit our goals. Ensure that our goals are realistic, right? Set realistic goals. Revisit your goals. If you set, for example, you want to reach 4,000 watch hours by the end of this month, is that realistic enough? And how are you going to do so? Nani Show TV still watching here and listening. Thank you very much. Whole is a Spanish and Latino word, approval of encouragement to all. Hi, I learned something new. Thank you. All right. Right. So revisit your goals. Sometimes we tell ourselves that you know, we set unrealistic goals that we cannot accomplish in the set time that we want to accomplish them. So just as I was saying, the watch hours. If you want to reach that 4,000 watch hours, you cannot expect to reach that in a month. I'm not saying that you can't, unless you have the necessary resources, or you're a big YouTuber per se, that you could go ahead and get the 4,000 watch hours. But if you're not, getting it in a month would be extremely difficult. So a realistic goal that you could set is to try and accomplish it over a 6 months period. That is more realistic, and it is not so far fetched as the 1 month period, right? Constantly evaluate your performance. Another way to stay motivated is to constantly evaluating your performance. If you realize that, hey, I'm doing something and it is not working, are you going to continue? 8 to 10 months is better. 8 to 10 months, yeah. It depends on your audience, it depends on your platform. So that's why people are trying to just jump and think they're going to accomplish it overnight. It's not possible. And it is possible, you know what I mean, but it just depends on your platform, your audience, and who are the persons who are going to support you, your support group. And that leads me to my next evaluating your performance. If you're not making headway with what you have, revamp it, change it, do something about it. We cannot always continue on that pathway and expect that we're going to see results, right? I always hear this saying: if you continue to do the same thing over and over the same way, you are what? And you're expecting results, and you're doing this the same thing over and over the same way, and you're expecting result, you are right. So always evaluate. Self-evaluation is key. It's one of the best tools that you have, is you know yourself, you know what you're capable of, you know what are your shortcomings. Some people channel content scatter all over the place. Yes, that's true. So good planning, good planning, and I think good planning will cover that rave. So plan properly, right? Have a to-do list. How to stay motivated. Have a to-do list. Some people say, "Oh, I'm gonna get this done," and then at the end of the day, you realize that because you thought about it, it is no longer in your cranium saying that, "Hey, I need to get this done." I don't know if it has ever happened to you, but for me, sometimes I'm like, "Oh, I need to make a phone call," and because I've thought about it for some times, totally forget that I've not done so yet, and that is why you need a to-do list. It's not because you're going senile or whatever. It's just that it helps you to stay on track. So if you know that you're going to go to the grocery store today and you want to get a LS. Hello, Chizzy. How are you, my lovely? Welcome, welcome. We're talking about how to stay motivated during this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, if you know that you're going to go to the grocery store today, you want to stop by the library to get the children some books. You want to make a oh, thank you, thank you. You want to make lasagna for your friend that is coming over. Those are things that you might remember. But how about, oh, you have that phone bill to pay, you have a video to edit. You know what I mean? If you make a to-do list, then as soon as you go along on your list, you tick it off and you know that you have accomplished that. And this can help you stay motivated, because when you look on that list and you see what you have accomplished, you can say, okay, then I've done this, I've done that, and I still have these things to do. So making a to-do list is very rewarding. Many times we fail to reward ourselves. You need to reward yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. If you're working $5,000 for the month, I'm just gonna use it in a monetary settings. If you're working $5,000 for the month, hi Marlene, welcome. And if you're only going to think about oh, I have the bills to pay, rent is due, the elect what you call it, cable and internet, general bills, you have grocery store to go to, or you have mommy to send some money to, or the kids, what are you doing for yourself? Pay yours, reward yourself. It might mean that you're going to buy yourself a meal for that pay period, but at least enjoy something from your hard earned cash or from your hard work, right? You have to reward yourself. Sometimes we just think about making what we need to make to go ahead and go ahead and just do all the necessary things that we need to take care of, but we leave ourselves behind. How many times when you plan your budget, you put aside $150 and say, you know what? I'm going to use this $50 to treat me. How many times have you done so? Not many of us have done so. What? I can't ignore being hard on myself. That not really. But do you reward yourself? Do you reward yourself? If I work and this month I say to myself, okay, I might not be able to, I was not able to buy the boots that I want last week, but guess what? Fly high or low this month, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to spend that extra $50 and I'm going to give myself that boot this week, right? Because I know you are the one working for it. You are the one that is getting up out of bed extremely early. Like myself, I get up every morning 4:30 or 5, and I have to go into the kitchen and I get my children meals ready, and by I have to get to work by 7, right? And by the time I get to work, I'm just going. Those are sacrifices that you're making for your family. Hello, Jennifer. Welcome, my lovely. Thanks for coming. Thank you. Marlene is saying, can't tell the last time I did that. People, stop. If you haven't treated yourself or reward yourself in a long time, make it your point of duty to treat yourself or reward yourself this month or the next pay period. Or it doesn't have to be just monetary rewards or gifts. It could be that, okay, every time I take the children out or I'll plan for vacation or whatever, but this time I'm going to treat myself to a movie, simple movie. Of course, I reward myself. I put myself first. I always reward myself whenever I work and be well. Not everybody does, Not everybody does, Even a specific meal. That's what I was saying. Even a meal. You get your pay and you're going home and like, oh, I just got paid. You know what? Let me go sit in my favorite restaurant and get me myself a nice meal. These are some of the ways that you can motivate yourself. Thank you, Chizzy. Thank you. Thank you. Plan ahead of time. Another way that we can motivate ourselves is to plan ahead of time. Plan. Mhm. I plan. How is it that you want your business to unfold? Where do you see yourself? Plan ahead of time. But if you're just gonna get up as early and just go with the flow, oftentimes you find that you have regrets. You become discouraged because things are not going the way you want it to go. So if you have proper plans in place, you will be able to stay motivated, right? We know that motivation is any action that compels us to do what we see fit to do, right? That's motivation. Hello, Everyday Matters. How are you? Everyday Matters. How are you, my dear? Thank you for coming. I think I saw you today twice. Right? I'm not constant and rewarding myself every month. I will put that into consider. Yes, you have to do it. Right? I'm great. I'm good. We're here talking about how to stay motivated during this time. And so we said have a schedule. That was the first thing that we'll look at. Have a schedule that you work with. Ensure that you have a well organized schedule that you work with. Thank you. Guess what? Chizzy is in the house. Chizzy is my teacher. I kid you not. Every time yesterday I went to Chizzy's house. I'm gonna tell you I might not be I wasn't very active, but I was watching and I was listening because I was at work. And what I have to do sometimes is to put the earpiece in the phone because I cannot do it on my computer. So I'm listening to her while I'm working. And I remember she said, when you're hosting your LS, have things that you're gonna talk about. I've always been doing this, but makes me want to go out there and just plan properly. So now that I'm talking to you, I have everything written down here on my talking points written down here on my little whiteboard, and I'm like, you know what? She's doing well. I can do well, and I'm using her encouragement, and I'm using her nuggets, to make it better and to make it easier. And for those persons who weren't a part of her LS, they can also come here and learn from me as I learn from her. And I always thought, wherever I get bits and pieces of nuggets, I always give shout out to those people because we don't know everything. You know what I mean? Talk about saving next time. Oh, yes, budget and savings. Yes, we can talk about that next time. So ensure that you have a good schedule working with. Practice how to stay motivated. Practice effective time management. Learn to manage your time wisely. And even you think a lot of them a lot of the children that we have in our care, a lot of persons around us, if 5-10 years from now when they're in their adult years, you're gonna see the exact duplicate of yourself in them as it relates to time. If you're the type of parents that get up and Rave said self-motivating. Yes, you have to speak positive things to yourself, right? Motivate yourself, and you have to find ways in which to do that. But as I was saying, 5-10 years from now, if your children when my 10 years from now, my daughter will be almost probably almost 30 thereabout. So think about it. If when they're off to college and when they're off to universities, and you realize that, hey, they're slacking in certain aspect of life in their life, sometimes it goes right back to the home or the parenting that they got. So you have to teach them how to manage their time management is key in everything you do. Effective time management is key, right? Re- how to stay motivated. Ensure that you feed yourself with positive energy, positive thoughts every day. They learn from adults around them too, yes, but more so the ones in the homes. Yes, they do learn from adults around them, but more so where the home is the first teacher. And I believe that is something that I'm never going to put away. The home is the first teacher, right? Generational pass. Sometimes, because there are times in my family, there are a lot of things in my family that I decided I wasn't going to bring over to my children because I didn't like them. So sometimes I decide that, oh, these things need to change, right? So we change that. Ensure that you feed yourself with positivity. Feed yourself with positivity. Oftentimes, when I'm having difficult times, I'll find myself go into the washroom where I'm having my alone time again, and I speak to myself. I look into the mirror and I speak to myself. Charm, you can do it. Nothing in life comes easy. Hard work and determination are the keys to success. It may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow, but it is going to happen. So feed yourself on positive energy. Thank you, Chizzy, for telling me to do this because honestly, I'm getting more from doing this. Hello, Eve. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, girl, for coming. I enjoyed that beautiful scenery this morning. Oh, positive confession. That's a good one. That is a good one. Positive confession. Be honest with yourself, right? Is that what you're saying? Everyday matters. Be honest with yourself. Be honest enough to say that you didn't do a particular thing properly, or you did this um a particular way and it shouldn't have been done that way. Is that what you're saying? Everyday matters. Let me know. Speak positively to yourself. Yes, yes, yes. Parents essential to their child or children growth in every aspect of life. I tell you no lie. You hit the nail on the head. You're so right. They are very crucial, right? And I'm gonna go over my list again as we keep on talking. Telling yourself you can. Yes, I can. My favorite scripture, if you come to my house right now, as soon as you enter the door, I have Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That's what you see as soon as you enter my house. You'll see it right on the wall there, and my family portrait is underneath it. Like, I can do all things. Doesn't matter how hard it is going to appear to be, but I can do all things. It might not be on your timing, my timing, but on the Lord's timing. I can do all things. Stop. There are times when, in order to stay motivated, there are times when you need to stop. Just stop. Just take a break. Breathe. Have a breather. Relax. Unwind. We need all of this. This is what is going to renew and regenerate that energy that we need. Confirmation, that was the title of my silent live stream last night. I wasn't on that one, was I, Eve? I don't think so. Sorry, I missed that one. When I saw you this morning, I enjoyed that one. I did. Right. So stop for a while. Stop for a while. Sometimes you just feel like, hey, I don't know. How many of you are happy for this COVID-19 thing? I'm not happy in all aspect, but I'm happy in some aspect. Because you know what? It teaches us to slow down. Stop. At one point, the world came to a standstill, and people have to rethink how they did things then. And I'm like, sometimes we just need to stop, even though it is devastating. But sometimes we just need to stop, breathe, let go of what is bothering you. Just let it go. I have this little jar that I tried to start using the other day, and whenever I have like a negative energy, I try to write how I'm feeling, like sadness, write it on a piece of paper, and I put it in that jar. I let it go. It's gone. I don't know. It's just me. Probably it's becoming becoming self actualized in that sense, where I'm like, okay, I don't want this energy. Go, and I put it away. If it mark you, it's not going to go away the same time. It is not going to go away the same time. But if you're constantly doing that, like ridding yourself of that excess baggage, I learned a lot myself. Then YT came in. I know, right? I know, and I've learned, girl, you're one of the best person I've met since I've been on YT. Like, your knowledge, your expertise, and I know that you're just coming, but the level of research that you're doing and the knowledge that you're imparting to us, we're so grateful. We are, I am absolutely grateful for what you're doing, and continue to keep up the good work. And don't I know you're not going to allow fame to change you. I don't see that in you. So continue to do the good work. Great idea. So just take away those negative energy. I said before some of you came in, spend some alone time with yourself. Spend some alone. Take time for yourself. You need that alone time to recoup. You need that alone time to just to think. just to see what else is out there, just to open your mind. Oh, it opens a lot of doors and brought awareness of many other things in life. You're so right, Eve, you're so right. Right, just to open your minds and to just give you a different mindset, just to give you a fresher or a different mindset. Make important connections. Make important connections. Connections are very crucial, whether it is at work, home, church, school, make important connect. Every day you can relate. I'm mostly alone 95% of the time. Ah, you're most, so I guess YT is your biggest family now because you're always with me. But you can make important connections. You I'm not saying that you should go and tell everybody your business, but there must be that one person or two persons. I don't believe in a person having 10 best friends. That's not me. I don't believe in that because my 10 best friends are going to be somebody else's best friend. I'm sure of that. Positive. If I have two best friends, I'm sure they have somebody else on the side that might not be as close as I am with that person, but that person must have another close person that has best friend. So that's why I don't believe in a person having 10 or so best friend. That doesn't work. But you must have at least two close connections or two persons that you can reach out to in time of needs. Or not only needs, two persons that you can reach out to and say, hey, this is happening. They're there for you in happy moments, they're there for you in sad moments, they're there for you in unsure moments. Make important connections and cherish those connections because they're going to come in handy, right? Always revisit your goals. Always revisit your goals. And by revisiting, you need to go back and say, hey, what have I done correctly? What could I have done differently? All right, have I accomplished this goal as yet? Do I need to take this one out, scratch it out because I've accomplished that one? And what other goal do I have in mind that I would love to accomplish over the next few months, or is it going to be within the next 2 weeks? And set realistic goals. So from time to time we need to revisit our goals. Self evaluation. I make it a point to be in the moment at all times, happy or sad. Yes, I allow myself to go through it, acknowledge it, but you're not going to stay there. You're not going to stay there for long. If it is something that is really negative and you know that it's going to be daunting on you, I'm sure that you're not going to stay there for long. True Talk Margaret TV, welcome, welcome. Guys, we have Margaret TV in the house. Say hello. I don't do friend nor friends. Have few persons that are close to me. Okay. Because you grew up together and you have a lot of commonalities. Yeah, I understand that. Good evening, everyone. So, yes, that works too, of course. So, remember, evaluating yourself. Self-evaluation is key. It's paramount to any successful business relationship, anything at all you set your mind to. If you're not able to evaluate yourself, you're in. Family Long TV, welcome, my dear. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. If you're not able to evaluate yourself, then you're in deep trouble. Deep trouble. Right? Happy weekend to you too. Turn the spotlight on yourself. Turn the spotlight on yourself. Go in, see what it is that, hey, what standard am I using? But try to talk it out with someone. Some, some things to be free. Chizzy, I'm missing a part there. But try to talk it out with someone. I think that should be sometimes to be free. I think I get it, Chizzy. Try to talk about whatever is bothering you sometimes with someone. And that's why I said ensure that you have or you make genuine or important connections so that you can always relate to these people. Self awareness is one of the biggest ones for me. People walk around all the time clueless and well, you see, that's why we need this platform to help some of us to realize, hey, what is it that we need to do? Sometimes they're not even clueless. I don't think they're clueless. Sometimes they're not living in the moment. They just let every, as the Bible say, every wind of doctrine just come and sway them left, right, and center. You know, right? Is sometimes they don't have a mind of their own. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Sometimes I could be wrong. Sometimes they don't have a mind of their own. Nani Show TV said when you have genuine friends, you can talk it out. I believe so too. I believe so. I don't like sharing my issues. Keep my problem to myself. Huh? Why? Don't you listen? No man is an island. No man stands alone. You have to share sometimes, honey. You cannot do it all by yourself. You have to share it sometimes. There are times when you need to stop and say, hey, I cannot handle this on my own. Let me tell you something. I'm going to get personal here, and this is my personal experience. um 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. And that's why many times I tie my hair, because when it flares, my scalp get all messed up, sick, and like I can't even touch it. It got so inflamed that whenever and you know what was causing that? I'm gonna tell you what was causing it. I did not know that I have this condition is a sister to lupus. I did not know that I had this condition until I was going through a period of a very stressful period. And you know what happened? The cortisol level rose in my bloodstream, and oh my word, if I did not have my friends to talk to, I don't think I would be here to talk to you today. Because listen, after a period of time, I was on antidepressant because I couldn't understand what was happening to my entire body. Like my body was shutting down. You see stress? Hey, you see stress? It's not a good thing to deal with. And once you realize that you're on um I if you have great people around you, it is always good to share. Yes, and it was through sharing that I had was to go and see a counselor. I had was to go, and my best friend left back home, and she came here and spent a month because she's like, I don't understand. And we had was to talk, and that was when I had was to unleash what was really going on in my life. Like I always bottle everything inside, and I just keep. You don't want people to know your business, but guess what? Sometimes it's best if you just let it out, because that's when you go through the moment and you can feel the healing coming on. And listen, if I did not talk about this, I would be a dead girl right now. Since that, and I can't seem to get that disease. Once it surface, this is something I have to live with for the rest of my life. And you all know that, right? This is something that I have to live with. And every day every day I have to take medication, because if I don't, then I know that my system is going to um, get right back where I have to change the way I eat these days, like just to ensure that enough little or no inflammation is in my blood to trigger anything. Like I've become so self-conscious about what is happening to me or what has happened before, and I don't want to get back there. So I once it is bothering me, I talk about it. Um, yeah, stress is a killer. I tell you that I didn't know that, and I tell you, I know someone that has though. It's girl, it's horrible, right? God is with you. I know He is with me. Thank you. Thank God you have good friends and not fake friends. I do have good friends, and that's why when I make my connections and I know from early on if this is for me or it's not for me. I'm good like that. Like I know when I go where I'm celebrated and not tolerated. So I know when something is for me. And sharing, try that a lot. Doesn't work for me. I'm good at keeping it to myself. I don't. Oh, you don't stress. Well, you need to tell me of your coping mechanism that you're using because I don't know. I think men tend to hold things inside, and in later on they start telling you they have high blood pressure, they have because guess what? A lot of these things they keep inside. We find out that men are the ones that don't want to talk about what is bothering them. Good friends are around you. Yes, I tell you, I have very good friends around me, and my friend circle is small. I was talking before Family Long TV that I don't believe that a person should have 10 friends. No. My circle is very small when it comes on to close friends. And now that I'm on YT, I will share bits and pieces here and there, but not that I'm going to divulge a lot of information. But I feel connected to all of you. All of you are always in Chizzy's LS. When I'm on, you're there. So you know you have become a part of my extended family, which I appreciate. Well, don't do that. You're gonna let it go. Don't do that. Why? So you have to make those genuine connections, and you have to talk about things. Talk about them. I'm not telling you to go tell everybody your business. I'm not telling you to do that. Don't do that. Right? That's okay, my dear. Understand where it is coming from. Don't worry about that. So make genuine connection. Back down to Rave, the therapist. Isn't he cheesy? I tell you. Um, have a to-do list. How many of you use to-do list? If you use a to-do list, let me know. I probably am like, is it childish or is it helpful? All right, everyday matters. Thank you so very much for coming. I really appreciate you spending um this time with me. Bye, my dear. Have a good evening. Do you guys use to-do list? I find that even on my to-do list, I put it on my refrigerator and I just write. If the milk runs out in the fridge, I just write milk on it. Have a lovely night. You too, my dear. I find out that I might not use it. Bye. Please come back again soon. Right? I'll just write on my to-do list that I need to get milk. Sometimes I don't use it necessarily like to just get chores done, but I need to write. Sis, see you next. No problem. Appreciate it. You have been here from the start. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So another way to stay motivated is to show appreciation. Show appreciation. Those persons who are in your small corner, show them that you care about them. My list is etched in my mind. Girl, I'm talking about physical to-do list. You must have a good memory. Man, I'm talking about your physical to-do list. Sorry. Showing appreciation for those who are around you. She has it in her mind. She's, can you imagine, that girl is good. She's good. She's good. Right? Sometimes they always say you don't have to always give people gifts. And even if you do, it's not the gift per se, but it's the thought behind it. Show appreciation. Somebody make some time for you, just like what you're doing right now. I am so grateful to all of you for coming, because guess what? You didn't have to do this. And I'm so appreciative of you doing this for me. In doing so, we're helping each other to reach our goals. We're helping each other to accomplish the next milestone that we have set out. You know, it is so rewarding to know that, or it is so overwhelming to know that so many persons, even if it was one, took the time out to come and sit with you for 5, 10 minutes, even 1 minute of their time to ensure that you're getting views. To be honest, I don't sorry to sound dark, but that's just me. Like if I could find any way to not entangle with humans. Really? I think, are you somebody hurt you, Rev? Or you had really bad experiences before? Probably that's why. Probably that's why. And given the circumstances, there are certain people who time is so precious. Yes, time is very. Come on, Rave. You have to make some connection. I know it's hard to like people, and I know you're not trying to come across as being corny, but some persons speak from their own experiences, and I cannot say why you say that. You know why you say that. So I'm not gonna judge you. You have your own experience that one is coming from. So I sympathize with you. People are too evil. I understand what you're saying, but I don't know. We should try to see the best in people. I don't know. There's one group of people that if I tell you that I'm jealous of, I'm going to tell you the truth. Have you ever seen a group of Filipinos work together? Oh my word. They are so close knit. Like, listen, this set of people, this group of people, they work together. And I fail to see why us, I'm talking us, I sometimes I sit back and I'm like, why do we fight against? Oh, I have this video to go finish. Take care, my lovely. Take care. Go and do your thing, right? Why do we fight against each other? Why don't we help each other to move up the ladder? Why do we be like? Why are we like crabs that keep on pulling and tugging at each other instead of helping each other to go? So I go up, I help you go. You know what I mean? But no, we're pulling, 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 pulling. Hi, Jenny Wonders. How are you? Welcome, my lovely. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Rave, I can understand you, but you have to be open-minded to heal from the hurt. Yes, thank you. You know, we need, you need to see the Filipinos, how those people work together. They're so assiduous and they look out for each other. You should see those people. When I sit down and look at how the Filipino, even in here in Canada, when you see those people get together, and when I came here, there was this lady that came from the Philippines last year. She started going to my church. And within a year, I've seen many other nurses in the congregation, many other nurses, not their nation, and that person came here within a year. And within a year, she was working at the hospital where all the other. Hi, Precious Meals. How are you, my dear? Welcome, welcome. I miss your first name. I keep on looking, Precious Street, and I'm like, okay, she changed it. So now I know it's you. Um, and I was looking, and I'm like, this lady just got here less than a year, and she's working in one of the finest hospital here in Canada. And not that I'm saying anything bad about, but guess what? These people look out for their own. And that's what we need to do. We need to start looking out for our own and pull together and help each other instead of pulling them. I don't know why African women treat themselves by bad. Me too. The white, yeah, most white women, they stick together. Look, you hardly find them fighting and bickering and stuff like that. You hardly find that. But us, I don't know what is wrong with our nation. And I don't know what is wrong with us. We need to start helping each other. We need to pool our resources together. The one of the biggest nationality on God's land is this here. Here? And if we just stop and realize what is happening and pool ourselves and our resources together, hoo, 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 we would be a force to reckon with. We would be a force to reckon with. But no, we always become jealous. We always become hold on a second. What is that? Perfect. We always be child, go eat your food. Sorry about it. Yeah, we always become jealous of each other's accomplishment. If the person is driving hello, hello, hello. Yes, tell them. Hello, the sound feature being welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, we have to stay motivated. That's what we're talking about. Somebody said yes, they look after each other and support their own. Yes, man. The Filipinos are always, the whites are always looking out for each other. And black people, we need to, I'm sorry to say it like that, we need to start rallying around each other and just pool our resources, our amenities, our capabilities, our abilities, and let's start pulling and pushing each other to reach their highest height. But even though they said Satan is, he was. Oh my God, Rave, you're kidding me. Rave is killing me. Chizio, help me. Hi, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Good evening. We're talking how to stay motivated during this time. That's what we're talking about. Chizzy, Rave is killing me, girl. But I love him. I love him. I love him. We need to pool our resources together. I'm saying we can. Mommy and me, I'm preaching it. Yes, sister, I'm preaching it. Right? Welcome, girl. Guys, you can stay motivated by rewarding yourself. Rewarding yourself. Spend some me time. Spend some me time. You need to get some me time. You need to say, all right, I've done enough for my family. I've done enough for my children. What about me? What are my needs? What is it that is missing? What can I do for myself to allow me to stay and feel motivated? Before you guys came here, I used the analogy of treating yourself at least once per month. Once per month, you're working that money, or even if you're not working that money, and you're getting that money, save something from it. Go treat yourself. Don't be afraid to treat yourself. And when you treat or reward yourself, people around you will know exactly how to treat you. Too often we take the what left. I'm doing very well. How are you, my dear? Welcome. Chinwe, welcome, welcome. Right? When you treat yourself, when you treat yourself properly, People around you will know that, hey, Charm will not accept that, right? Charm will not settle for that because what she does for herself is way above what I'm doing. So always remember to treat or reward yourself. Make sure. So I'm going to tell you the list. Have a good schedule. Have a schedule that you work with. Set aside time for yourself. Practice effective time management. These are some of the ways that we can stay motivated. Hmm? Make important connections. Find persons within your circle that you can relate to, persons within your circle that you can talk to, persons within your circle that you can share with. Just stop sometimes. Take a break. Know when you need to take a break. Take a break. Breaks are, and that's why the school system is set up like that. If you continue, you will be burnt out. Rave, embrace positive energy. It will take time, but you must be healed. With God, all things are possible. Amen to that. Remember, we are not from the dark or devil, but from God. Yes, you are right. You're right. Hey, my lovely dear, welcome, welcome. Wingo production. Moana, welcome. Welcome. Thank you so very much, my dear, for coming. There's somebody missing. Okay, no, I'm not going to address that, right? Take that time to take a break. Guys, take a break. That's why I'm going to use the school system again. The school system is designed in a way that after the children have a few hours of meaningful learning, they take a break. Why do you think we give them a break in the classroom? You think we just want them to go outside and play? No, it's to refresh their minds. Is to allow them to let go of anxiety. Is to allow them to replenish themselves and come back refreshed. And if you apply that same principle to our lives or to our situation, there are times when we just need to stand back. Times when you need to go in. You need to scratch out some of your goals and say, hey, these are not making any sense. Let's go in and change them. Let's go in and modify them. Let's go in and adjust them. Let's go in and do something that is going to enhance where you are currently. Right? Have a to-do list. Give yourself some alone time. Good evening, my beloved. Oh, okay. My beloved brother. How are you? Give yourself have some alone time. I love the type of person I become. Persons will prefer to the then me more than the new me. But I'm going back to my old self. It brings too much. Oh, you're not going back to your old self. It brings too much pain. I give glory to our creator for everything. Yes, precious meal. Yes, we have to do that. We have to do that. We have to meditate. Find time to meditate and reflect upon that which is good. Find time to meditate and reflect upon ain't going back to your old self. Yes. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't go back there. Find time to reflect upon that which is beneficial, that which is good, that which is peaceful. Feed yourself with positivity. Speak positivity into your dead situation. Speak life into your dead situation. You know, these are ways in which we can stay motivated, right? Speak life into the dead situation. Whatever is happening, you can be the change. You can be the change that that situation needs in order to become alive again. You know, we are all capable. Listen, You notice that Christ, when he was creating the world, he created everything else, but he created man when? Right? He created man last so that he gave man dominion over everything. And he went back and said, whatever you bound on earth, earth is bound in heaven. Listen, there is power in the tongue. There is power in this thing that God give you. You see, this tongue, there's so many things the Bible say about this tongue, but there is power when you put that, listen, when you speak that positive and powerful word over your situation and over your life, you're channeling that energy and you just sit and watch the tables turn. What my children always say, especially my daughter, she's the oldest, she said, Mommy, I think you need to be careful what you say. You know why? Because there is the time, Mommy, I'm fine. This is so good. We need to speak life into each other. Yes, we do. Yes, we know. We need to do that. She normally says to me, Mommy, be careful what you say. Because everything you say, it happens. And I tell you no lie. If I say to her, get up, it's time for school, you're going to be late. Just a typical mommy talk. You're going to be late. Knock on wood, she will be late. And she's like, I don't like when you say those things. I don't but and many a times now I have to refrain from what I'm saying because the last time I did it, it affected us so badly and it cost us money. The last time she was going to America for vacation, and I said to her overnight, listen, if you don't get your stuff organized, that you're gonna miss that flight. Whew! Little did I know. Little did I know. She missed it. Listen, and I said to her, I got ready from 9. The flight was 2. And I said to her, I'm ready. 9 o'clock, I'm ready to step out of the house. This child is still turning. You understand what I'm saying? And when we finally step out of the house, 10. You know, in the at the airport, you need to be there 2.5 hours. When we went to the airport, they sent us to the other side. When we get there, they're like, no, we have moved that just like 2 hours ago back to the. And by the time we get back to the other side, they told her that she was the flight is already boarded and they're not taking anybody else. We had was to buy another ticket that very same day, and I was so mad. So when you speak, and I've proven that when I speak certain things, it happens. So I try not to speak negativity over them anymore. Yes, so never speak bad. Yes, you have to keep positive. Speak life into your situation. Breathe positivity into every dark situation. You're going through depression, you're going through anxiety, you're going through a trying time. Tell yourself that this too shall pass. Don't dwell on it. Do not dwell on it. Sit, pray, let it go. Say, God, take it. Take it from me. I cannot manage it. This is not the life that you have for me. I believe and declare that it is well with me. Speak it. Speak positivity into your situation. Speak positivity into your life. Speak positivity into your job. Speak positivity into your endeavors. Speak it. Speak it. There's power in the tongue. In the tongue lies the power of life and death. Precious, you were reading my mind. The tongue has the power of girl. I'm speaking to somebody tonight. Yes, there is power in this tongue. I tell you. So, in order to stay motivated, sit down, analyze your life where it is right now. Sit down, analyze your situation. Sit down, analyze. Whatever it is you're going through, it may be a rough, rocky marriage, it may be a relationship, it may be family matter, it may be work, it may even be this COVID. Sit down, analyze the situation, take a deep breath, meditate upon what needs to be done, and take action. Take action in order to correct it. Take action in order to alleviate the problems or the pain. That is why I stay to myself, because the most positivity I will ever find is with myself. I'm always working towards a better and brighter day. That's so very good. Right? That's so very good. Yes, yes, precious. There is power in spoken word. Chissy is saying, yes, precious. Yeah. So whatever we do, we have to be that channel. We have to be that channel that is going to put forth what it is that we deserve. Nobody should determine your success for you. Another way to stay motivated, you decide where, when, how, and what needs to be done in order to accomplish. Yes, you're going to learn from a few people. Yes, you're going to take a few tips and tricks and nuggets from here and there, but it all boils down to application. And once you're able to apply those, then nobody can determine where you go. You have that right. Nobody has that. You have it, right? You have that right, right? You have to determine what it is. What is it that you want? What is it that you're going to do? Where is it that you want to go within 5 years from now? When are you hoping to reach there? And why do you want it? Ensure that your why is powerful. Ensure that your why in life is powerful. I'm not talking a weak why. Make sure that when you listen, if you haven't done it yet, go write your why on a piece of paper and paste it in your room, or paste it somewhere in a have you ever watched the movie The War Room? I have the the right to determine what I want. Yes, you do. And you have the right to work and accomplish that. Right? You have the willpower. Yes, you struggles will come. They will always do. Failures will come. They will always do. But my lovely people, my family who are here, what are you going to do? Are you going to sit down and say, hey, you can't be bothered? No. You have to pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and try again. When I was going to school, I usually hear this gem, our nursery rhyme. I don't want to know what you call it in your where you live. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Hello, how are you, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Guys, we have Isimiwe in the house. Give her a big welcome. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Nothing in life is going to be easy. Don't even Jesus Christ, earth, when he was on earth, he experienced, oh my word, so many opposition. You think we're gonna have it any better? Hell no. It's not going to be easy. Failures are gonna come. We are going to make mistakes, right? We're going to have setbacks. But guys, we must stay motivated. We cannot give up. Just like YT, I'm sure many of us or many of you are still struggling where this is concerned. For me, I am genuinely reaching out to people. I'm genuinely making connection. And every day I make connection and every day connection come my way. They take it every day, even last night. Sorry. Two persons, I don't know them. I've never seen them before. I got the notification that I have two new subscribers. By the time I got I went in this morning, they were gone. They were gone. And guys, I tell you no lie. I got over 20 to 30 subscribers within the last 2 weeks, and I have not moved from where I have been since the last 2 weeks. Every day it goes up, it goes right back to where it was. But what am I gonna do? I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up because listen, it might be for long, but it won't be forever. Because they are 300 gone. Oh my word. I'm not giving up. And they're not gonna determine. I know that they're gonna watch my, but they're not gonna determine my success. I am gonna determine where and how and what my accomplishment is gonna be. And if they think by just taking it every day and pulling me back down, no. The more you pull this girl, the more I'm gonna fight. The only thing I have not been doing, I try not to go and connect. I don't connect with anybody from anybody's LS anymore. I don't, because I noticed that when they put that on my, when I see the subscription, they're telling me from which LS, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do it this way. So I haven't been connecting. So I'll be sitting. Sometimes I'm sitting even outside your LS because I don't want them to say anything. There are times when I see Precious going. Precious start very early in the morning, and I will just come on. I might not come in. I'll put a like, but I will say nothing, and I'll stay outside of her LS and just watch her do her thing because I have seen where they say, "Oh, I got it from her," or from, yes, I've seen that, and I don't want them to block me from anybody's LS because these people are my family, and I've learned so much from them. Right, so sometimes I stay on the outside. I'll give them a thumbs up. I don't even go in to say hello, but I'm outside watching. That's how I do it, and I'm like, they're not going to determine where I go. I'm going to continue. If it takes me another 5 months to get there, I'm going to do it. And that's the mindset. That's the mentality that we have to have. No, we can't think about, we can't think about giving up at the first sign of failure. That means you weren't ready for this. You know, my grandmother always say Rome wasn't built in a day, and I believe so. I believe so. Rome wasn't built in a day. I am sure when I got up to start my YT, when I got up to start YouTube, I've always wanted to do it. For like 2 years now, I've been saying it. Let us do a YouTube channel, and everybody's like, oh, what are we gonna talk? One morning, the urge just came, and I just got my phone, and I just sat in front of the phone, and I'm just talking to the phone, and that was my, you can go back and see it, and it is how to motivate yourself. That's the first video I did, and I'm not going to edit that video because 5 years from now I want to look back to see where I'm coming from, and I can look back and say, yes, this was what made me did what I did back then. I haven't changed that video. It's in my inspirational playlist. It's the first video in there. That's the first one I did, and I'm like, if I had given up, I got so many feedback. Oh, the camera was too much in your face. But guess what? You know what I did? I learned from all of those feedback. And every day I'm learning and I'm applying and I'm getting bits and pieces here and I'm modifying, I'm adjusting, and I'm only gonna get better. That's all we have to do. Thank you, Chizzy. We're only gonna get better and better every day. And let me tell you something. If you don't fail now, you're gonna fail when you get up there. If you don't have hard time now, some way along this journey, that hard time is gonna come. Yeah, if you don't feel it now, you're gonna feel it later. So listen, learn to embrace your failures, but don't sit on them. Allow them to propel you to move forward. Use them as the push that you need to move forward. Use them as the driving force to stay motivated because failures are going to come. My friend told me YouTube is not for persons like me. I was surprised when he told me so. And I guess you got very mad when he said it too, if I'm being honest with you. Because at the time, you probably thought that the person didn't mean you any good. You know what I mean? Sometimes when people tell us the truth, we take it hard. But sometimes, listen, when I started this thing, man, I did not know that it was going to be so much work. I thought these people just video and just go. Hello, my lovely. Hi. Hi, Marie. Thank you for coming, guys. We have Inspirational by Marie here. Thank you so very much for coming, Marie. We are talking about how to stay motivated during this time. And we have really touched on some very key points. And my teacher is here. I got my little board and I write down my little nuggets that I want to talk about today, right? So I'm being prepared. I'm preparing for bigger things and better things to come. Thank you so very much for coming, right? So we're saying there are many ways that we can stay motivated, and we're on the topic of not giving up. Use your failures as your driving force to propel forward. Use your failures, use your mistake, learn from your mistakes, learn from them. You did it, you cannot be doing the same thing over and over the same way and expect to get result. No. You're only going to get the same result, and that is madness. Right? Change the way you think. Change the way you think. Change your approach, your entire approach. If you see that you're doing this and it's not working, change your approach. Right? So we have been talking about that. We said feed yourself with positivity. We said have a to-do list. Not many of us have that. We said speak positivity into your life. Always revisit your goals. This is where you can modify them. This is where you can erase such goal if hey, you made this goal and you realize that you have long accomplished that goal, you need to make new goals. So revisit in order to correct, revisit in order to modify, revisit in order to add, you know, and make realistic goals. Set realistic timeline for yourself. Don't expect to get 4,000 watch hour in a month. I'm not saying that it is impossible, guys. I'm not saying that. But as a small YouTuber, you have to understand that it is highly impossible for you to get it in a month. Set realistic goals where you can say, okay, I want to accomplish this over a 6 months period, over a 4 months period, and you know the work that you need to put in, right, in order to accomplish such. But if you put it at a month, and you don't have the resources, you don't have the audience, how are you going to accomplish it? Right? Be realistic as can be. Ensure that you make important connections. Talk to people. Research how to stay motivated. Research. Research the particular area or topic that you're given. Research, research, research. Learning does not take place unless application is seen. If you come to my house and I teach you to make the cake, and you said, yes, I get it, Cham, I get it, don't worry, I get it. And when you go home, you say, oh, I saw Cham did this, but she did it that way, but I'm gonna do it this way. Did you really learn? And when you're finished now, you say, oh, it didn't turn out how. No, how is it going to turn out when you did not apply the necessary measures or methods that you were taught? You know, No problem, my lovely mommy. Take care and enjoy your evening. Kiss that little beautiful girl for me. Thank you so very much for coming. You know, you have to apply what you have learned. On this YT platform, a lot of application needs to be done. A lot. Because I'm telling you, I'm learning day by day. Oh Lord. If had I known that it was so tedious, whoo, probably I wouldn't have started. I tell you the truth. And that's the truth. Had I known it was so tedious, I don't think I would have. It's the truth. It's the truth. I don't think I would have because it's a lot. It's a lot of work. Editing is like 2 3 hours if you want to, and I'm not yet there. And to get some things that I see some people doing to make it stand out, I'm still not yet there. So it's these are the you have the growing pains right now. That you have to go through that part right now in order to be where you want to be. Remember to always take a break, take some alone time, meditate, take some time for yourselves. Take some time for yourself. Meditate, reflect, recoup, revitalize. Take time for you. If you have to stop for a moment, stop. It's better to stop than to become wasted. All right? Um, show appreciation. Show those people who are always in. Good night, my lovely sis. I know it's very late over there. Now I'm looking up on my clock and I'm like, okay, my word, it's very late. Thank you so very much for coming, Chizzy, my dear, and I've learned so much from you and continue to learn from you. Sleep well. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Show appreciation to all those persons in your corner. Show appreciation to everyone. It doesn't matter how small it may be, let them know that value, you value their presence, you value their time, you value the effort that they have put out, right? Show appreciation always. Just let them know that, hey, I know I can't pay you for coming over today and for supporting me. But guess what? Even by just saying thank you so very much for doing this for me, you don't know how much it means to me. Show appreciation in the simplest way possible. And very often too. Please do. Right? It's when you come here. I appreciate you. I couldn't have done it without you. I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you. And I know that you're out there listening to me and it feels good. So thank you. And it gives me something to look forward to. I know that I'm building a family here and I know that my family is growing and I know that I have a supportive team that I'm working with. I can always say, hey, if I go live tomorrow, my sisters are coming, my brother is coming. You know what I'm saying? I can always count and say, okay, even if they don't show up tonight, I know that they're busy. Right? So let them know that you appreciate them. Let them know that you couldn't have done it without them, and none of us could have done it without any of you guys. We all help to keep this going. And once you support me, I'm supporting you, and it just continues, That's how we have to do it. Um, and we said stop for sometimes. Yes, we did. Marie, you weren't here when we talk about rewarding yourselves. Rewarding yourselves. Find that a little time. Whether you want to reward yourself with time, money, gifts, some form of reward. Ensure that you treat yourselves, right? Spend time with you. Spend time with you. Good? It's crucial, it's important. Reconnect with you. You can stay motivated by reconnecting with yourself, reconnecting with you. Um, any other ways, guys, that we can help to stay motivated? Rewarding yourself is very important. I believe so. I believe so. So often we work and we work assiduously to get things done. And at the end of the day, we just think about, oh, what I need to do for this, what I need to do for what I need to do for that person, the bills I need to cover and whatever. And we don't stop to say, hey, let me go spend 20 minutes at the spa. It could be just going out to get your nails done this week, or to get go and get a pedi. It could be as simple as that, or it could be just going into store and say, "Hey, I'm gonna get me myself a new lipstick." It could be something as simple as that. Just rewarding yourself, and you can look at it and say, "Oh, I got me myself this today." You deserve it, guys. It could be just going up the road to get yourself an ice cream cone, and you sit and enjoy your ice cream cone. Reward yourself. It keeps us going. It keeps us motivated. It helps. It helps us to look forward for to that which is to come. It helps in such a great way that sometimes you can't even think that by just walking, by just strolling up the road, you don't even know how relaxing that feels to know that, hey, I'm going to go sit down and get me myself a sundae. And you sit and you enjoy it and you wipe your mouth and you roll up that napkin and you toss it and you feel so good dumping that napkin. It feels good. You know, do something for you. Do something for yourself. It pays. It pays, it pays, it pays. Yeah, it pays. What are some of the other things? Now that I have exhausted my list, what are some of the things that you guys can tell me now? I'm going to the chat that you can tell me that we could use to stay motivated during this time. We all know that motivation is a compelling action that allows us to act. So, what are some of the things that we could use to keep ourselves or to stay motivated? Fire up in the chat. Give it to me. Tell me some ways that you we can stay motivated. I've exhausted my list. Yes, and I would love to add some more to it. That some other ways that we can stay motivated. Yeah, we can go watch a movie. We can go grab a movie. I know that. We can go take vacation. Having specific goal that you would want to reach. Yes, we said revisit your goals and make them realistic. Mary is saying that we should have specific goal that we would want to reach. But what happens if you don't reach that goal? Isn't that a time that we're going to go back and we're going to reevaluate ourselves and our the current situation? Yes, that calls for self evaluation. We evaluate our performances to see where we are, where we need to be, and what is it that we're going to use. Yes, we go back and yes, we try again. And there are times where we might need to just modify that goal a bit, you know, or we can chunk the goal. So it might be one overarching goal, but when we decide to say, okay, let's break it apart. Let's see if I can accomplish this aspect of it first, and then if it can be broken into two or three big chunks, we can break it up and accomplish this part first, that then the next, and then without long you realize that you have accomplished the full goal, right? If you buy a product and you say, okay, by the end of the month I want to sell the entire stock of makeup, right? That might be too far-fetched. But what you can tell yourself, okay, it is my goal to sell one of my makeup palette this week. Only one, right? And by next week, I'm now chunking my goal. So, and by next week, I want to be able to sell two and make two other referrals. You know what I mean? And then and week three, you up it again. And by the end of, before you know it, the entire thing is gone. Because you did not just say, okay, I'm just looking straight ahead to the month, but you look to small goals that help and add up to the bigger goal. Yes, consistency. Consistency is key. Another thing that could keep your that could help to keep you motivated. I'm going to use a terminology that we use in teaching. It's called backward planning. And what this means is that keep the end result in mind. So you're planning, you have the end result, what you want them to accomplish right in front of you, and you're planning from the end result. You already picture what you want your students to accomplish at the end of the term, semester, month, or even the end of the academic year. So you have that goal that they should reach. And so we call it backward design or backward planning or whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it in your country, but we have this terminology that we use. And so we plan with the end goal in mind, right? And perseverance. Yes, Marie. Once we persevere, we are going to get where we want to be. We are going to get where we want to be, right? So if picture yourself. The other day, I was building my corner. I show some of you my last LS. So at first I got my my YouTube pillow from my good friend. And then I went on and I saw this pillowcase. I saw this pillowcase, yes. And the pillowcase is subscribe, right? So I decided, oh my word, I'm not gonna leave this now. I saw it and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get it. So somebody said, so why are you buying all of those things? And I'm like, I'm planning for what is to come. Yes, I'm planning for what is to come. Because when you get bigger and better on YT, if you notice, all those big YouTubers, they have something in their house or houses for those who have more than one that says something about YouTube. I don't know if you haven't seen it, but I've seen it. Like Mercy. Mercy, she does natural hair. She's a nurse. Many of you probably know Mercy. She's from Congo, but she lives in the United States. Mercy has a few things now with YouTube and a few little stuff in there. And I'm like, I like that, you know, like they're setting up themselves for the future, right? Chef Ricardo. For those of you who know Chef Ricardo, is a Jamaican chef, and the in his kitchen now, his kitchen is so proper and like a lot of YouTube accolades and attributes and artifacts, and I'm like, wow, I want to be like them when I grow up. I'm still a baby. I'm still a child at heart, not growing that out. You know? So you have to have the end result in the back of your mind in order to accomplish what you want to accomplish, right? So it might look as if it is far-fetched, but once you put in the work, you will reap the result. Don't be afraid to work for what you want. You can stay motivated when you work for what you want. Don't sit down and think it's just gonna fall in your lap. I've never heard of that, and I'm not from the rich family, and I don't think even the rich people allow things to fall in their children's lap anymore. They have to do some things or something in order to get some things. So you know you have you have to you have to you have to work hard for what you want. Don't be afraid to take chances. Bill Gates deals with his children. Yes, he let them work. You think developing Microsoft was overnight? No, he let them work. You're not just gonna come and reap the benefit of my company and my name because oh daddy is the Bill Gates. No, you have to work. And that's how we teach our children how to be responsible. Hey, oh my god. So happy to see you. The Buffy's family is here, guys. If you haven't seen this couple, you need to go over and watch them. Hey, that prank that you did the other day, I'm still mad. Guys, you need to go check them out. Listen, bye. Hey, I'm so happy to see you. Finally get to see you on my life. Thank you so very much. Guys, they did this prank the other day. Oh my word. Oh my word. You need to go over. If you don't even check them out, go over and watch this prank where I think her fiance acted as if he was breaking up with her, and oh my word, she started crying. Listen, and you guys know me. I watch my videos right to the end, and I felt her pain. Like, oh my word, it was the best though. And the one that she did when she pretended that somebody broke in the house, and the buffets, they're right there. They pretended that somebody broke into the house, and she went on Amazon, she got the blood and everything, and she decorated herself in blood, and I'm like, oh my god. When the guy came in and he was crying and he was like, babe, and I'm like, oh my god, these people are hey, they're serious, man. But it was good. The only one that I've never, oh girl, how are you? Big up yourself. Welcome, Teacher Simon. So if you haven't seen the Buffy's family, guys, you need to go check them out. They're lit. The only one that I haven't watched is the one about that period stain. I haven't gotten to that one yet, but still on my radar. Welcome, my lovely. Welcome. So happy to have you. And today we're talking about how to stay positive. And that has been my topic all evening. And so I have my little board here. Oh, thank you for the show. You're so welcome. I enjoy your clips. I enjoy them. And next time, tell Brenton, don't tell it to stop telling you that you can't drive. Tell him I said so. Tell him 7 years has nothing to do with it. Right? That's how we women drive on the road. All right? Yes. So how to stay motivated, we're talking about, and we're saying have a schedule that you work with. Have a schedule that you work with. Take take some time for yourself. Speak positivity into your life. Speak life into your dead situation. Don't be afraid to fail, because failures are what are the things that are going to. Hi, Kristen. How are you? Welcome. Thanks for coming, my lovely. Welcome. Speak positivity into your life. Speak life into your dead situation. These are some of the things that are going to help you. These are some of the things that are going to aid you to help you to move forward, right? Speak positivity into your life. There are times when you be things are going to become cumbersome, right? Things are going to become extremely difficult. But listen, don't you dare give up. The moment you give up, is the moment that you fail, right? Don't you give up. Speak life into every situation that you're going through, right? I was talking now before some of you came on. Make still listening and iron clothes. I know you are lovely. I know you're not going anywhere until what time is it in England now? Probably about is it 12 o'clock over there? Yes, you have to be positive. You have to be self motivating, as Rave said before. You have to learn to motivate yourself. There are times when you cannot find the willpower to carry on, but listen, man. Go, as I said before, go in front of your mirror, sit down and look at yourself and tell yourself, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. No, not too late. 10 p.m. Oh, you're 5 hours ahead of us. Okay. You can do it. Whatever you set your, whatever the mind can perceive, you can achieve. Whatever your mind can perceive, you can achieve. You are your only obstacle, right? A person might be out there looking in and saying, oh, he can't do that. Oh, she cannot accomplish that. Who are they? You determine what you can, what you will, and what you're going to accept. You determine your future. You determine your accomplishment. You determine the heights to which you go. Nobody else can determine that for you, right? Nobody, as Ray said, nobody but you. The buck lies with you, right? You have to see, you have to be self-aware. You have to become so dependent on yourself. Nobody's opinion. Yes, it might have, somebody else's opinion might contribute to what you're going to do, but it should not be the final say in what you do. Nobody else's opinion matters more than yours, right? Another way in which we can stay motivated, sorry, is to take alone time. Set some time aside. Set some time aside for you. There are times when we need to put down the work. There are times when we need to put the children to sleep or leave them with their, if you're a man, leave them with the mom. If you're a mother, leave them with the dad. Go take a stroll. Take some me time. You need some my time. You need some Fimi time, right? You need that time alone to rethink, to rejuvenate, to replenish, to recoup, to to revive. You just need that time. It could be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 7 minutes. It could be half an hour. It could be even a day. People, we need to start spend time. As Rafe says, stay tuned to yourself. We're failing in that aspect. Many of us are failing in that aspect. We're not spending enough time with ourselves, with our emotions, with our challenges, with our success. Sometimes we need to sit back and just bask in that moment of accomplishment. And then once we're done, we're going to give thanks, because guess what? Whether you like it or not, you couldn't have done it without the Almighty, Give Him thanks and you move on. But we need to take that time. Have good, important connection. Make good connection, right? We need people. No man stand alone. No man is an island. We need people in our circle, right? Stop if you must. Take a break if you must. In order to stay motivated, don't become overwhelmed. And when you become overwhelmed, you need to take a break. Step back, walk away for a while, revisit, and that time you can see it with a fresh set of eyes. Just give it a break. There are times teacher Simon and I can tell, there are times that even Christian, we can tell, there are times we are writing those lesson plans and like we have a brain freeze and we don't know where to go and we don't know what other activity to come up with in order to ensure that the children meet this objective. You know what we have to do? Put down that pen, walk away from that book or that computer, leave it for a few minutes, and you'll be so surprised when you come back and start again. You're just firing, you know? Your time, the brain is like a machine. If you don't service it, it is going to malfunction. So when it's time for you to take that break, please take that break. As Rafe said, try to connect with your inner self, motivate, meditate, deep breathing, stuff like that. For those of you who believe in yoga, go to yoga classes. Go, just give yourself some time to just make that connection. Always evaluate yourself and your performances. Self evaluation and self introspection, which is one and the same, are key. When you're aware of who you are, what you're capable of, what you're not capable of, then that's the start of your success there. You know your shortcomings. You know what you need to work on into in order to get where you want to go. Have a to-do list. I can't emphasize this enough. Please have a to-do list. It might be simple, but writing down a few things here and there and say, hey, I need to get this done and it can cross it off. My best friend, my best friend, she writes everything that she needs to get done for the day. And she work down the line. And at the end of the day, she said, I felt like I feel so accomplished. Right? That's how she does it. She write it down. But if she did not write that down, I've noticed that with her, she's like, oh, I need to do the laundry. I need to do, and then she's like, what did I have to do again? It's not that her memory is going, but it helps her to keep on track with what she has to do. And sometimes she try to finish it ahead of time, like she give herself a time frame, like she wants to do it from 8 in the morning until say 5. You know what she does? She try to work at it before 5. So from 4, if she finishes at 4 to 6 is her alone time. She just feel like so accomplished that she just sit down and say, whew, I'm done. Tap into the conscious part of your mind, and there you will find yourself. You know that is so powerful, Rave. That is so powerful. Not many of us can do that. Not many of us can tap into our self consciousness and find out who we are. Not many of us can do that. It takes practice. I think I need to turn on the light. I'm getting dark here. Sunny, can you turn on that light for me? Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. Good night, everyone. Thank you so very much, my lovely, for staying with us. I have to go to bed now. See you guys tomorrow if it is the Lord's will. Yes. Sleep tight. Sleep tight, and I hope you'll be well rested. Guys, let me go turn on that light. Give me a second, please. Hey, have a great night, my dear. Thank you for coming. Jose, we love your message. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you too, my dear. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll come by and visit. I think, aren't we family? If we're not family, I'll just write down your name and come by and touch base with you, okay? All right, family long TV talk show. I'll come by and look for you. But I think we're family though. Thank you so very much. Guys, is the light much better now? Oh, okay, 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 okay. Is the lighting better? I hope it is. No, I'm having shadows. But anyway, I think you're seeing me much better. Yeah. So we just have to do I'm about to wrap up. I have approximately 9 minutes to go. I'm only doing 2 hours tonight. I'm not you always come to my house. Oh yes, we're family. Okay, yes. I try my best, my dear. I try my best. That's how we can support each other. There's no other way that I can do it besides coming and showing you show you my coming to your place to show you love and support. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it. You know, we have to do that. That's all we have. That's all we can do from our side, just to ensure that you are getting where you need to go. All right. Thank you so very much. Sleep well, my dear. Yeah. So we have approximately 8 minutes to go. So I'm gonna ask for your feedback. Um, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. And one thing that we need to do is to always show appreciation. It doesn't matter what the person does for us, tell them that we appreciate their effort, their time. You know, it takes a real person, a true person to tell somebody thanks. Show appreciation to all those who have supported you on your journey thus far. It might not, it doesn't need a lot to do so. Just say thank you. There are some people that they just lend you a word of encouragement, and the time when you were on the train or on the bus or you're in the parking lot and somebody said, "Hey, have a nice day today." And I'm sure you were going through a bad time at that time, and right then and then when that person said, "Have a nice day," and you change your mindset to say, "You too," you realize that your entire demeanor changes. You know, that person did something for you. So take little time out of your daily, your busy schedule to say, thank you, we appreciate it. So many times we take these things for granted, we overlook them, and it's not nice. I can do better in that aspect too, even for my children, like to say thank you. One of the things I like is when I make meals and my children just say, "Oh, thank you, mommy, for dinner." Oh, it warms my heart. You know what I mean? To know that they appreciate it. So little things. Or they get up and they say, "Oh, thank you for breakfast." Little stuff like that. It makes your day much more meaningful. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. As somebody, you might go to the bank and your pen is not working and somebody say, "Oh, here's a pen," and you're finished writing and you're giving it back, and the person say, "No, you may have it." You know what I'm saying? And it's just nice to do good. It is so nice to do good. And then when you realize that the person appreciates it, it is so good. I'm always out with an answer in my ears. Come on. That's one of the problem of today's generation. Both ears are plugged. That's one of my pet peeve. I need to do a video coming up next of my pet peeves. That's one of my pet peeves. I get mad for that very easily in my house. Um, if they're yes, no, I don't like it. No, that's one of my pet peeve. You're out and both your ears are plugged. No. That's not safe at all. It's not safe. Even in my house, when they're watching television, or when they're on their phones, or when playing their game. Sorry, I get so mad. Like, how can you be in a household and both your ears are plugged? No. Or on the street. Oh, aware are you of your surrounding then? You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. That's one of my pet peeve. I need to do a video on that. Um, tell me some other ways that I you can stay motivated. How you could stay motivated. Let us use the next 4 minutes to get your feedback on ways that you guys can stay motivated. I'd love to get the use the next 4 minutes to get that from you, because in 4 minutes time I would have completed 2 hours. And I plan to do only 2 hours. So tell me some ways in which you can stay motivated. I want your feedback. Some ways in which you can stay motivated. Tell me some ways in which you use to stay motivated. We have about 3 minutes more to go, guys. So I just want to get some feedback from you. I have exhausted my list on ways that you can stay motivated is to have. So I'll go over my list. Is to have a schedule to work with. Practice effective time management. Set alone time for yourself. Make meaning or important connections with others. Stop or take a break sometimes. Revisit your goals. Evaluate your performances. Conduct self evaluation. Um, have a to do list. And last and by no means least is to reward yourselves. So tell me some other ways that you think that we could use to motivate ourselves. Um, um, Marie said that we should be consistent and we should try to persevere. Another one is to speak positivity into your life. Speak positivity into your life. Any other areas in which we could stay motivated? Um, oh, okay, okay, okay. I understand. I know where you're coming from. I do understand where you're coming from. So, guys, we have approximately a minute and a half to go. So, I'm going to take this time to tell you a big thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to stop by, to show me love, to support me, to participate in my LS, and to provide your feedback and your input. I really, 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 really appreciate it. And I do look forward to more meaningful conversation with you guys. I think this has been one of my best LS thus far, because I feel as if I have connected more with you. And for that, I'm super grateful. And I want to wish you all a peaceful night. It is now 5:15 here in Canada. I'm gonna get my daughter is killing me for something, so I'm gonna get her some fried chicken. And then I'm gonna get me myself something nice and go to bed. Right? So thank you so very much again, my lovely people, for coming, for staying with me. For those of you who stayed a minute, two, three, four, five, the entire duration, your presence, Your presence was felt. Thank you so very, very much. Good night, my lovely people. Bye for now. Rave, peace out. Bye, guys. Love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye. Chicken. My niece, you're killing me for the piece of chicken. Yes, my daughter asking me for fried chicken. So I might have to go in there and fry chicken. Chicken is seasoning, but I might have to just go in there and fry it. Or if I can't be bothered, I just walk up the road and buy it. I understand. Mm-hmm. Or order it. But I prefer to see what me I get. That's the bleepers. All right, my dear. Take care. Bye for now. Oh, let's see how much hours I got for this.